We're just gonna start recording right this second. So, yeah, I'm watching the thing. Hold on a fucking second. Okay, so play game, Super Mario Brothers, story, Mario. Ba da 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 da. Uh, Wait, come on. I'm sorry. So, the application audio. Okay, so that's pretty cool. That's at an even level, and then my voice is like louder. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Let me just keep my fucking. Okay, right there. Be right there. Cool. So, here we go. Da 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 da. Ba ba ba. Na 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 na. Oh no! Yeah, pay attention. Fuck. Okay, so first point I want to bring up: Trump. I hate that guy. I fucking hate Donald Trump. Right? And right now, on this date, which is October 22nd, 2025, he's like getting judged for demolishing the White House. The thing is that the White House, and I knew this from history, right? Like I paid attention in that fucking class. So, the White House has been remodeled before, and the other thing is that it not only has been remodeled, it's been demolished before. The White House isn't like some sacred thing. I don't know why a lot of people are like latching onto it. They're like, oh no, this fucking thing that was like so like important, you know? So, well, I died, but like, it's fine to demolish the White House. The thing is that most of American history is based off opposing tyranny, right? So, my timer back. Great, now I have to edit this video. I gotta edit out like the part that my timer is supposed to tell me to do. Stop the timer. Stop the timer. Sure you don't like it. Da-na-na-na-na. Stop the timer. Stop the timer. Maybe I don't need to edit. So here's the thing. I dressed up for this. Like, I don't know why. I wore my ice. Which is funny because, like, you can also have this. Like, I got this because this is James Bond's watch. Right? You see that? And, so, yeah, this is just James Bond's watch. It, I think in the movie it was silver. You can't really tell, you know? But, uh, like this watch is pretty fucking cool. You can set it to like 3 different time zones, which is like if you got 3 different bitches, which is important in the age of technology. You may in fact have 3 different bitches, you know. So 3 different time zones for 3 different bitches, right? I don't have a head injury. I just put on a headband just because, you know, I don't know why. I don't know why the fuck I do shit. I got my like fucking I just got my like chain. Mostly that's for good luck. Like there's this one fool. that I know. I don't know why I said fool. He is a fool. Fuck him. But like, he wears a shark tooth necklace and he doesn't surf. So like, it's like I just wearing that to look cool, which is fine. Yeah. He also smoked cigarettes to look cool, and then he accidentally got addicted to cigarettes. So it's like, oh, you're manufactured. You're just a manufactured person. You smoke because it look cool, and you got addicted to it. You wear a shark tooth necklace because it looks cool, which is something that a 17-year-old would do. So, I mean, that's fine. All to you, except he's not 17. He's like 22. So it's like, all right, fucking for sure, for sure, you know. Hold on. Oh no, fuck, gotta take medication. Medication time. Oh, that sticks. Damn it, everything's so fucking fragile. All right, taking those off. Bam. There I am. There I still am. Am I defending Trump? No, not really. I hate the guy. He sucks. But it's like you have to raise like actual real, like honest uh objections against his tyranny. Honest to God tyranny. He has brainwashed so many people. It's like when he started saying stuff like oh he's tearing apart the White House. And it's like, did you ever give a fuck about the White House? No, not really. Uh, and it's like the White House has been renovated before. Like Harry S. Truman renovated the White House. Um, Tore it apart. You know, it it's fine. It's fine. White House, you can't actually have a house that is over 100 years old, and if you do, it's going to be a symbol of what the kids like to call fascism. You know, it's like when you have something that's so long standing, that's like not what this that it's not what the founding fathers stood for. They never meant for the rules that they made to be set in stone. Set in stone. That's a biblical reference to the Ten Commandments, right? You must always obey them, right? They didn't want it to be like that. So it's like they don't want the White House to be like a symbol, you know. And here's the thing, Trump's not smart enough to even say that I'm tearing this down because I don't want it to be like a symbol of like tyranny, you know. He's like, I'm not tyrannical. I want everyone to have equal rights. It's not what he sounds like, you know. But it's kind of like tearing down the White House. People that like pay attention to stuff like that, they think that they're gonna get a reaction out of you, and some of these people you trust them so much. Like I want to say like NBC News, like they'll like keep pointing out that like he's tearing down part of the White House, right? And it's like, why is that a big problem? You know, like who gives a fuck? He's done so much worse shit. It's like he pardoned so many of the January 6th insurrectionists, right? And it's like you want to focus on like the fucking White House getting renovated, and it's all just, you can see how like the media works, right? But I'm trying to play Super Mario. Mostly I started up Super Mario as an excuse to like talk about this, to be honest. And like not only that, but like Trump. Oh god, I hit the wrong side of the turtle. Fuck. Um, Trump himself, you know. I'm never gonna see that again. Okay. Sucks because you actually do have to pay attention to Super Mario. You can't just like dead brain this fucking game. Oh, it's the last life. What it was. I don't know. Having to like get so mad at Trump because he demolished the White House. It doesn't make any sense. Because guess what? The White House shouldn't be a symbol of America. Symbols in themselves are unconstitutional. It's not put in the Constitution, I don't think. Guess what? I didn't read the fucking Constitution. Nobody has. Okay, no. People have read that shit. But the experts on it, I don't think they've come out and said that like that the White House itself is like important to our democracy, you know? And it's like in itself, like that's also I said earlier, like set in stone, right? When you have something set in stone, that's a reference to the Ten Commandments. One of those commandments was not to have false gods, right? It's not to have like. I pressed A on that. Why didn't I fucking jump? Okay, so false prophets. You know, when you have like something that represents, it's not because a lot of people misrepresent that to mean like if you're Muslim, that means that you worship Muhammad. So you worship a false prophet. And that's not exactly it, right? It's that you have something that is a symbol. Fucking turtle. You have something that is a symbol of your faith, and you worship that, and that is, oh, god damn it. I think it's the last life. Yeah, it was. You have that kind of represent like your whole ideology. You're not supposed to do that. In a way, having the White House as something that is like untouchable, that is ultimately like un-American. I, it's so weird to reference Thor Ragnarok, but in Thor Ragnarok, they kind of said that like Asgard is the people, right? And that's just the way to put it simply. But like it goes all the way back to like the Ten Commandments that like you don't worship false prophets. That doesn't mean that somebody that worships that is part of like the Muslim religion, they're wrong. Somebody that is Jewish, they're wrong, and that they're going to hell. That doesn't mean that. It means that you're not supposed to have like these idols that you represent as a god, you know, that is God itself. It's like no, and they believe that, you know, that like thinking that the White House represents America is insane in itself. And it's not the worst thing that you should be looking at, because Trump at this point at not December, I'm sorry, October 22nd, 2025, he is currently sending ICE agents, that is Homeland Security agents that represent ICE, and they represent Border Patrol. They're going to be coming into San Francisco. 100 of them, and 100 might not seem like a big number, but they're targeting certain places. So I think you need to remember that he he's doing a lot worse things than tearing down part of the White House. The White House, guess what? Doesn't represent America. And if it gets torn down, who gives a fuck? Anyway, that's all I have to say.